Time I think about things he did you wrong. What the hell? Pop, pop, pop. Goes my mind. Goes my mind. Strong. Pop, pop, pop. Goes my mind. When I think of all the times. Pop, 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 goes my mind, goes my mind. Yeah, need you think about, baby. Pop, pop, goes my mind. No, pop, pop, my mind. Yeah. Pop, never meant to. Oh, baby, baby. We got two in the building. Oh, yeah. Where my subscribers at? If you a subscriber, you can hit the chat. And you can do it any way you want to do it and say something good and nothing crazy. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? It's a good day, that's what it is, damn it. We're gonna make it a better day. Even with these clouds, I'm gonna outrun these clouds. I'm gonna outrun these clouds, y'all. At least I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Finna go fishing, y'all. It's time to go fishing. It's been too damn long. Summer almost over, and I can count the times I've been. That ain't normal. Not for me. You know, there'd be some times where, okay, I may have went not as many times as I wanted to go, but I went. No, not this summer. It's been nothing but all this work, man. Shit. We about to go do that real deal today. It's about to be on. Got these cookies from Set. Let me see what they talking about. Got these little. Supposed to be a macadamia white chocolate. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's familiar. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's familiar right there. Yep, sure is. And you know we talk about ONYXCON fitness, so you know we're gonna walk it off, right? When we get to the woods, gotta get to the spot. Got me a nice little walk. We're gonna walk it off. We're gonna walk it off. Oh yeah. Here we go. They should have put some more macadamias in there, but it's good though. I almost waited to heat it up. I ain't got no time to do this. Gotta go. But yeah, target species, the legendary prehistoric 150 million year old DNA long-nosed gar. I love gar. some narrow-minded people have this phrase, and I don't consider them real anglers when they talk like this. I don't give a damn what they done caught. When they start talking about trash fish, that's how you know you got a garbage-minded person. There's no damn such thing as a trash fish. It's just fish you don't like. I don't think that looks good. I don't think it's cute. I think it's ugly. Who gives a shit what you think about a fish? If you don't like it, you don't eat it, you don't want to catch it, keep that to yourself. But don't be out here talking about no trash. There ain't no trash but trash-ass people talking shit about fish and animals and everything. There's no such thing as a trash fish. The tug is the drug for these fish that we love. Hashtag ONYXCON FT, ONYXCON Fishing Tournament for life. Now go run and tell that. I know that mess with some folks. If they fish, they hate to eat. If you don't talk the lingo that somebody else created for them, you don't have your own mentality about why you do what you do, you don't understand. But somebody's grinning from ear to ear like, I like that. Because I like fishing for some fish that some people be calling trash fish. And stop calling them trash fish. There's no such thing as a trash fish. And it tells you a lot about the psychology of some people. It's the same mentality that puts labels on every damn thing and tries to devalue some things and elevate the value of other things. Did you create the fish? Hell no, shut up. There's creatures that I don't like because they're pests to me, but I still acknowledge they got a purpose. I don't want no damn roaches nowhere near me, but I recognize their purpose. And I'm glad they're here, because if they wasn't, I promise you there'd be so much disease and decay and shit around us, make us sick all the time, because they eat that stuff. It's like vultures and other things like that. We need them. We need them. You ain't got to like how it look. The rest of nature ain't no damn fashion show for humanity. They're not here to make you happy when you look at them. You might like them, you might not. Who gives a shit? Somebody need to hear that today. Somebody need to hear that. But yeah, we going gar fishing. And I ain't to say that's what I'm gonna catch. I'm gonna catch whatever I catch. I'll be happy with a blue cat too. There's a bunch of big monster blue cats out here too. River fishing, you never know what the hell you're gonna get. That's what I love about it. It's like fishing in the ocean. To me, the biggest difference in the river and the ocean, the river, just like the ocean, you never know what you're gonna get, but you might not get nothing. Whereas with the ocean, somebody gonna bite it. Might not be what you wanted to see, but that's, hey, somebody gonna bite it. Might not be as big or whatever. Might not be something you want to eat. Something gonna bite. I don't remember a time in my life I went ocean fishing and didn't catch nothing. Even if you was catching the bait and the bait was this damn big. You know what I'm saying? When I was in República Dominicana, caught the first tuna of my life. Bonita tuna down there, not only are they edible, because I ate some of it too, they bait. They use it as cut bait. And then there was these other fish, I still can't remember what they were. I have to go back through my videos and listen real close to try and hear it in Spanish. But it's a certain type of lean fish that be up at the top of the water when you way out there in the ocean like that. And they bite just, I mean, when I tell you we would put like a little niblet of cut bait on a hook, all I had to do was put it out there and just get ready. Because they swimming in big schools, and one of them gonna come by and hit it, and then you got one. And they were so happy with me because all I was doing was catching the bait and didn't realize, oh, okay. I paid to be out here catching bait is what y'all did. Okay, I see the game. All right. And then they trying to get what's really gonna be on the plate, which I still got some of it. I had the freshest tuna I ever ate in my life. But that brother put a piece of that fish that I'm talking about out there on these floating styrofoam spools wrapped with line, thick 100-pound, 150-pound monofilament, and got a hook on it that big. You know, we talking shark style hook. And he set about maybe 3 or 4 of them out there in the water. And while he's setting them, because they just float on these, naturally the spool just floats because it's styrofoam. So it sits on the top and then the line goes down. And if something hits it, they can see it doing like this on the top of the water. So you know, and all this is in a video. You can watch everything I'm talking about. I got a video on all my, if you put up ONYXCON, Dominican Republic, you're gonna see a lot of videos, but the one that's fishing is real obvious. And we were a little bit away from it. I'm catching bait still, and he said something in Spanish like "Rapido, rapido." And the first mate, his brother, was like, "Yo, he got the gaff and everything." I was like, "Oh shit, he done pulled the gaff." Like, what? What is that? Well, he rolled back over there as fast as he could. He pulled up that spool and started stripping that line. Hand line. It took 45 minutes for about a 45-pound fish. Most beautiful first tuna I've ever seen in real life. Alive, fresh out the ocean. Amazing. That was amazing. And the color on that fish, insane. I mean, it's yellowfin tuna, Dominican Republic. So, and all I told him, I said, okay, I see how y'all do. I said, only thing is next time I come down here, I'm gonna be the one pulling it. I'm the one paying for this trip. I'm gonna be doing that part, okay? I'm pulling the tuna. And I told him, I said, I'm gonna have my special gloves, because I have these gloves that have rubber on the other side of it. They're technically mechanical gloves, but they'd be perfect for doing this type of thing, because when he showed me his hands was tough as hell. His hands were like rocks from years. He probably been doing that since he was a little kid, but he had a little piece of like this black rubber that he put around the main finger that the line is pulling against, so it don't cut your finger off, because you know it slices through your finger when the fish is pulling. It's just like it would be on a fishing reel. It's just dragging, pulling line. And every time it stopped, that's when he get to pulling. And then it would start stripping line again. And that whole process repeated for, I swear, it felt like 45 minutes. But like I said, he caught a 45-pound fish. Didn't have nothing to weigh, but I know my weights, because I've caught my biggest fish to date, 24 pounds, 7 ounces. And I'm trying to beat that today. Let's see about it. We finna to go see about it, you know what I mean? Because there's some there'll be monsters where I'm going. Here go the sun. Like I knew it. I said, I can outrun these clouds. I just get away from where I'm at, because it's the kind of day where the clouds moving. And in some areas, it ain't even raining. Like, there's some drops coming down here, but that's just because there's a slightly... They're white, and there's a bunch of blue in between them, so it's gonna be a day, y'all. All my folk who like to watch me go fishing, today that day, I'm telling you. I'm gonna have a video for y'all. You're gonna love it. If something happened, for sure, you're gonna love it. Only thing I don't want is hell, I ain't gonna even front. That would even be exciting. I'm not looking forward to what that would be to get that off the line, but there's a bunch of turtles out here too. And I mean monsters. There's snapping turtles, there's soft shell that are like monsters too. As cute as they can be when they do what they do. Them motherfuckers, man, they got a damn, if you know what a spiny soft shell looks like. I remember I was watching some show, somebody was talking about, this is a spiny soft shell. He's holding it, and it's trying to whip his neck back around to where his hand is. They don't do it as much as a snapper will, but they're gonna try and bite you too. And man, it's still a bad bite. That would not be a bite you want, because it's like flat razor top and bottom, and it just cuts together, you know. I have caught 2 by chance. You know, going fishing, the turtle get on your bait, because that happens. Everybody like the same stuff. And each time it was hilarious, because one time it was in his mouth, the other time it was foul hooked on his leg, and that's like leather. So you got to have these pliers to pull it off, or otherwise it's just a nightmare. But I got it off each time, and the turtle was safely back in the water. I mean, as soon as they get loose, they just run back in the water. It'd be funny as hell. They'd be like, oh shit, let me get up out of here. I won't bite nothing again. But hold on, let me focus here. Let me focus to these folks doing the most. What y'all doing? You really have to come to the full break. Well, I guess you did. Yeah. There you go. You good? Okay. Y'all go. Oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all. Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna start that. And I think the last time I was out here, I got a video about it too. I really think I swear that was a turtle. I thought it was a snapping turtle. Because the power of, it's not to say a fish couldn't have been that powerful, because there's some beasts out here. I really know that there are 100 and something plus pound fish where I be going. I know that is possible. You know, in the state of Georgia, you know, when I was talking about blue catfish, I think the record is something like 130 pounds. This fish, insane. You know what I mean? That's the state record. That ain't the world. That's the state joint. Like 110, 130, something in there. It's over 100. I know that, man. I seen it. It looked like freaking Jabba the Hutt. It's insane. It looked crazy. But the one thing about blue cats, they like mutate when they get big. Like, depending on the health of the water they're in, they can literally look, I said Jabba the Hutt, because they can literally look like fat slobs. Or they can end up looking like lean submarine machines. Like, the biggest blue cat I never landed, but I saw it with my eyes. I was fighting on a cliff, which was crazy, because I learned from that experience. If you can't get down to the water to get it, it's not to your advantage at all. And that's what I was doing at the time. This is when I first started river fishing. I didn't know what the hell I was really doing. I used to tether myself to a tree to make sure that something this big wouldn't pull me in, because I'm so busy holding the pole, you know, because it's that kind of force. And I had the right reel, rod, everything. But what I was fishing with, ironically, was not even cut bait and stuff like I usually like to use. I was using this reticulated imitation of a little brim. It looked like a brim. It looked just like a little brim, and it had the broken body, so when it's in the water, it literally moves like this. I mean, it's convincing. It looks real as hell. And I was just casting it. I was actually getting tired of casting. I'm thinking, man, ain't nobody gonna bite this thing. What am I fooling myself? As soon as I'm thinking that kind of thought, wham! Wham! And when I tell you, I got a video of this somewhere, but it ain't, you can't see the fish, unfortunately, because at the time, I didn't have the thing that I use now, where I can put my camera on my chest and keep far out. Like, I didn't have no gear. I was literally bringing some shit with stuff from home. He was for real, corner of the mouth. I could have got, all I had to do was get down to the water. I couldn't get down to the water. I'm talking about, when I say a steep cliff, I'm talking about a straight slant. I'm talking about straight down with vines and snakes hiding up in dens on the edge and shit. And I know that for a fact, because where I'm talking about, there used to be out and Greek. He came out to hang out with me through. Hey, y'all, signal gonna do what it gonna do. Signal. Now, blame it on the signal, yeah. Blame it on the signal, yeah. No matter matter what you do, don't put the blame on you. Blame it on the signal, yeah. So anyway, I was saying my dad is a lot like Indiana Jones. He can't stand the sight of a snake. But for me, I'm like living as long as it ain't in my house, in my way, posing me an immediate threat to my physical existence, then I ain't worried about it. That's just how I am about that. But anyway, so this little black racer snake lived near where I was at that point. And it would come up. It's like, I just feel, you get that energy looking at me because it's so quick and so smooth and so quiet. You don't hear it. But he was doing a thing that a lot of non-venomous snakes I've learned will do. They can be curious. And venomous can do this too, but he was just kind of like waiting like this, looking at me, sticking his little tongue out. And I looked down, I was like, oh shit, like, because I first make sure I'm looking at what I think I'm looking at. And then I'm reading the size of the head, the shape, the everything. I said, okay, that's non-venomous, that's a damn black racer. And as soon as I tapped the land near where he was, like, get on somewhere. I couldn't even see how fast or which direction he went. He just disappeared. Neck, head, gone. I'm like, what the, So now I'm like, where'd he go, right? Because he could be in any of the bushes, the little shrubbery that grow on the edge of the bank, and I'm like, this is a mess. So it got to a point where I would notice him later. I would look around enough, and I said, oh, there he is. And he would be further down the cliff away from me. So I was like, okay, as long as he ain't all up on me, I'm cool, right? And I snake, not even worrying about it, like, because I knew it was not to me. He just curious why I'm over in his area, and it's simple as that. I watched a video recently with a guy. He was on a damn kayak fishing, and he messed around and got near a den of eastern water snakes. Very common. A lot of people always mistake them for moccasins, and that's how a lot of them get killed, because everybody think they're moccasins. But as soon as he put it on the video, I laughed, because he's trying to get to this area he wants to fish, and the snakes are coming off a log in the water at him. They're swimming towards him, and he's doing his paddle certain ways to get them to swim the other way. And they don't ever keep coming once he do that. But the fact that they even would come at him made me laugh. So I said, man, wow, like they about to come up on the boat. Like, who you? This is our area. And I'm thinking to myself, you don't understand. They probably just had babies. It's a mama and a daddy. They protecting their nest. Shit, man, please. And non-venomous don't mean non-biting. They still bite your ass, right? So I just laughed when this dude was like persistent on trying to go to this spot. It's like, dude, you lose for the day. The snake wins. You got to give it up. You in his house. I don't care how you look at it. That's his house. You talking about your fishing spot. That's your human ego saying, I claim this area. Yeah, okay. Well, catch the wrath of what been here forever. It's just, you got to give it up, man. You got to understand the zones. There's zones in nature. There really are. It's an unsaid, unseen line of territory. Just like your house. Same way with the rest of nature. You go past, my favorite pond. When I first started fishing there, I learned quick. I was like, it depends on the time of the year. If it's spring and summer, when it's hottest, I don't go on a certain side of that pond, because I know the snake hang out over there. And I know this pond has moccasins. I've walked up on one and didn't know I was standing right next to one. Freaked me the hell out. And it freaked itself out. It went in the water as fast as what I felt like was tiptoeing, but I was really running backwards, getting the hell on out the way. Like, whoa, that's way too close. I'm talking about standing right beside it, people. And it was blending in with the land so good, I couldn't see it. I could not see it. Camouflage is real in nature, yo. They built for what they do. They are built to survive and to hunt and can do what they gotta do. So I always say, yo, if you're gonna do this, it's fun, it's exciting, it's an adventure, but you gotta be realistic about the process, man. You gotta be respectful, realistic, just the whole long list. It's a checklist. Every time you go, it's a checklist of reality about being out in the rest of nature, understanding and respecting the zones of where you're supposed to be as a person and where you shouldn't even step foot, because it's stuff. It's things going on, you know. So, you know, I learned from all those things I'm talking about that it just didn't make sense to fish on that cliff. Because like I say, when I did catch that, as far as I'm concerned, I never landed it, but I kind of caught it. I had it at the point where if I could have got down to where that fish was with flat enough land to drag it on shore, I would have got it up. But because it was tired, I wore it out. But it was thrashing in the water, and just to see how long and streamlined and still, I mean, as big as that fish. That fish, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Had to be, I kid you not, over 6 feet. I promise you. It was as long, if not longer than me. I'm 6'2". That fish was like that. I think it was 6'4". I'm not joking. Craziest catfish I've ever seen in my life. In real life, in my life. Not watching other people's videos and whatnot. But speaking of other people's videos and whatnot, I saw a video recently from Brazil, and I know this dude was somewhere in the Amazon, and he had caught one of these, what do they call it? They call it ripside catfish, the ones that have spines on the side of the body, and they're prehistoric. Another prehistoric fish. I love prehistoric fish. I like fish, period, but I really have a high appreciation for all those odd, unbelievably, you still exist? How did you make it this many years? Your DNA is so old, and it's fascinating. That's why I love gar so much. They are absolutely, they're living representations of the era of the dinosaurs. They are Jurassic fish, straight up. And same with like this thing here, this ripsaw catfish. It's amazing. This thing got armor on the side of it, in addition to, you know, the form and shape that you're used to with a lot of catfish forms. It's got some of that familiarity, but then it's got all this oddity and unique, and the patterns on it, the color. Crazy. I'm like, talking about bucket list stuff that I want to catch. And the guy in the video I just saw recently, he caught probably the biggest one I've ever seen somebody holding. It had a pot belly. This thing was huge. Big old pot belly, long as hell. I mean, the guy looked like he may have been 5'5", but that fish was at least 1.5 meters. Looked like it was long. It was big, huge. I mean, I know that was at least a 15, maybe 20-pound fish. I know weight when I look at things because of stuff I've caught. So, pretty damn amazing. I would give it 15. Definitely 15. Definitely. No less than 12 pounds, the way this thing looked. And he was saying the natives, they eat them. So the guys he went out with on the tour, they was like, they was happy as hell, because they like, boy, we gonna eat good tonight. I said, that's what's up. Respect. Respect, respect. You know, and that's the kind of fishing I'm a